Hello, this is William Brister with SkySwitch University. And in this session, Meeting Manager is our white label web conference offering. It's an offering that you can, of course, web conferencing that you can use yourself for your own company, but you can also sell to your customers. This is the app that I'm showing you on the screen. You may have more questions, and I'll point out other docs that will help you with those questions. But in this session, we're focusing in on how to brand the Meeting Manager portal. Okay, so the Meeting Manager portal, for example, ours is at meeting.skyswitch.com. So this is the page that your URL, your domain, subdomain that you create is going to resolve to. Now, of course, it's going to have your logo, your colors on the button here. And so that is what we're referring to as branding the Meeting Manager portal. Now on our doc site, if you'll go on the left page tree to Branding Guide and Branding the Meeting Manager portal, Branding the Meeting Manager portal, you're going to see the two subdomains you need to create. Now the first one I mentioned, and that is meeting.yourdomain.com or whatever URL you have. Okay, so you want to prefix it with meeting. So you want a subdomain and you want to prefix it with meeting, and you want to point this with a DNS-A record to 75.98.50.212, and that will correctly resolve that page. Now, the branding, as far as the logo and the colors, we will have received your logo and your colors from when you filled out the branding, the PBX Manager portal form. We're going to use the same logo, the same colors when you filled out your PBX branding, the PBX Manager portal form. If you need a different logo or different colors on this page, meeting.yourdomain.whatever, then let us know and open a support ticket and let us know, and we could put a different logo and a different color if needed. Now, the second subdomain you're going to need to create is meet.skyswitch.com. Now, this URL will be used for sending invitations and sending invitations only. It's really not branded. Let me take you to the page, you'll see what I mean. Meet.skyswitch.com. This is the page that it resolves to, and it's going to be the same page your subdomain, meet.yourdomain, resolves to. So it's not, you don't need to brand this page because it's used only by the system, by the app, the Meeting Manager app, to create invitations. You don't send people to this page. They only go to this page via an invitation URL. So when you create an invitation, the system's going to create a URL for them to click on that they can automatically join a meeting, a web conference. Okay, so that's what that's going to be used for. Now, what you need to do is create that subdomain, meet.yourdomain, and point that to, with the DNS-A record, to 75.98.50.123. You'll see it right here. Okay, so that's the two things you need to do. And if, like I said, if the logo is different than what you had submitted for your PBX Manager portal branding, then just submit it through support with a ticket and the color of the button. But if it's the same, we'll use those same colors. So that is branding the PBX Manager portal, and you'll use meeting.yourdomain to invite attendees to an impromptu hosted meeting. And then when in the app you invite attendees, like you schedule a meeting and you send them an invite in an email, the system will use the meet.yourdomain to create that invitation. Okay, so set up your DNS-A records, point them to the right IP addresses. If you have any questions, just open a ticket with support. Now, There are some questions here under Meeting Manager Branding, Frequently Asked Questions, and really it was just why do we not secure the URLs? And it's just because of the single use. And then the second reason was, the second question is why the meet.yourdomain resolves to a page that doesn't get branded. And it's because you don't invite people to that page. It's used to as an invitation page that the system creates when it creates invitations. Now, if you have further questions on the Meeting Manager, a little further down the page tree on the document side, there's Meeting Manager, and I'll have a separate video that will show how to set up a web conferencing Meeting Manager for a domain or for a customer, how to set up web conferencing for a domain. That'll be a separate video. But if you have questions, there are other docs here that will help you if you have questions in regard to the Meeting Manager. Thank you.